Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have an update for you for the whole collection project pan. We're doing this with a bunch of people. It was started originally by Becky from Becky Loves Kanga, but Emily and Sarah have kind of turned this into a collab, and I've been enjoying joining along for the last couple of years. I'm working on 10 products. 10 of those are longer term products, 10 of those are 10 use products. And let's take a look at how I've been doing. So starting off with my first product is the Revlon, I keep saying that, this is the Jelly Pong lip blush. Very similar type of products, I guess. I'm working on this red shade right here. This is what I have left. Haven't managed to focus in on it loads because I was still working on my lip lacquer from Rimmel, but I'm hoping to be able to focus in on this one a little bit more now that the Rimmel product is no longer in a project, and I will hopefully just use it a few times here and there to hopefully have it finished at least by the end of the year. I have used this 8 times over the last month, so I'm not too disappointed with myself on that. And I have made a little bit of progress, but I feel like it's just not enough to make a new mark without it just becoming a thick mark. So hopefully by next time I do have a nice mark I can make for this one at least. After those 8 uses, I'm in a total of 103 uses. Then one that has loads of uses as well. This is my, what was it again? Maybelline Master Smoky Shadow Pencil in Smoky Black. I have used this one 25 times over the last month, bring me to a total of 217. And I had to sharpen it again, and when I sharpen something it always goes a little bit quicker because you're wearing down that actual tip. It's not just a blunt, like whatever, I'm using my finger on and it's barely making any progress. And this is the first time I've made like proper progress on it. Of course the sharpening helped, but it's nice to see it actually moving instead of just that 1 millimeter every month. So yeah, happy enough with that one. 217 uses. That is a lot. Then for the Decay shadow box, I'm working on the purple shade in here, which is called Flash. Trying to hit pan, still didn't get there. I did get another 5 uses this month though, bringing me to a total of 36, so that is a good bunch of uses. I'm hoping to at least be able to hit pan on it by the end of the year, so let's see if I can do that at the very least. Wearing it on my lids today, but I've got my pearlescent pink pigment that is in the Patterned Pan project on top of it a little bit, so there's just a little bit of purple on the outside. Maybe still, it's been on for a good few hours at this point. Yeah, but I've got a really good lip in here, just no pan yet, so we're just gonna keep working on it. I'm happy with at least like 5 uses every month, and that's kind of what I'm trying to go for with that one. So let's see if that is gonna bring us to where I want to get to. Then we have the lip balm, the Fix and Rouge lip balm in CocoRose. It's a slightly tinted lip balm with quite gritty glitters in it. And I have made some progress again. I think like a similar type of progress as I did the last couple of times. I'm hoping that I can finish this one off by the end of the year. It's gonna be close, especially because I'm working on 2 lip balms right now, but I think there is a fair chance that I can do it. So we're gonna keep going. And that one I've used another 25 times as well, bringing me to a total of 150 uses since I rolled it in. Then this one has been in a little bit more recently. This is the Body Shop Born Lippy lip balm in Passionberry. I want to say passion fruit, that's not it. Passionberry. I've used this one 25 times as well over the last month, a total of 54. And I've definitely made some nice progress on this one. That, well, it's not really pan, but like that bottom part keeps expanding. And I also feel like this one should be able to be done in the next 2 months. I do have days when I'm not really wearing any other makeup, that I'm like just using this a couple of times throughout the day just to keep my lips moisturized and have something on there. So that works quite nicely, and it's nice to be able to focus on this one a good bit more again. Anyway, those are my longer term products. Nothing rolling out this time, but I've got some 10 use products that I made some progress on. So this first one has been in for 2 months now, I think, maybe 3. This is the e.l.f. blush. It's a mineral blush, so it's like a loose formula in Rose. And this one I've used another 4 times for a total of 10. So this one will be rolling out. I did not mark this because I didn't think 10 uses would make like a huge amount of difference, but used it 10 times, so that is great. Less great results for this one. The Sleek, the original palette in here. I rolled in the purple shade, and since it's very similar to the other purple, I cannot use them in a look together. Otherwise I would always try to get a few uses in on the shades together if I could. Not really happening for this one, and because I did not wear makeup yesterday and the day before, Sunday and Saturday, where I expected to use makeup at least one of those days, I thought I would have at least 1 or 2 uses in on this one, but didn't happen. So 0 uses this month on that shade, still not a total of 2 uses for now. Then we have the MaxFactor Lipstick in Icy Rose, not my favorite. Definitely a possible cream blush for next year once I finish off the one that I'm working on right now. Yeah, it's just very icy. The name already says it is Icy Rose, and it's just a bit too frosted for my liking. But I have used it another 4 times, bringing me to a total of 10 uses. So also this one is rolling out, and I did make enough progress to make a bit of a mark, which is always nice. Then the Gosh On Stage Cool Lip Jam in 102. I did use this another 4 times for a total of 10 now. And I'm like right below the marking, so there's no point for me to make a mark here, but I've used it 10 times, which is great. And lastly, we've got this little Sleek Blush by Tree palette, and in here I'm working on Chantilly, which I have decided is this pinkish like shade on the side. And that one I have used 1 time, bring me to a total of 3 uses since I rolled it in. So 2 of these are staying in, the eyeshadow and the second blush, and 3 of them are rolling out, which means it's time to roll 3 more products in. So I'm gonna grab my phone and my laptop and I'll be back to do some rolling with you guys. Okay, so I've got the Pretty Random up here. I've got the numbers 1 to 38 because I'm not rolling in any new eyeshadow since I already have 2 in here. I can only roll in 1 more blush, 1 more lipstick, 1 more eye pencil. So everything else should be fair game. I'm most likely to roll in blushes. So the moment I've rolled in a blush, I'm gonna rejig the numbers a little bit because half of this 38 is blushes probably. So let's see. First one is 9, which I'm pretty sure is a blush. Just double checking here. Yep, that is a blush, so we're gonna go away from the blushes now, which means that we're ending up with the numbers 18 to 38. So 18 to 38, next number is 34, which I think is an eye pencil. Is it indeed an eye pencil? No, it's a lipstick. Okay, it's a Catrice lipstick in Bloody Red, which is a fairly darkish red, but I've actually been feeling like taking that out lately to like whenever I felt like something a bit more vampy, and like my colors that I have right now are still very bright. Like this is a very like primary red shade, and now going into fall and winter I felt like maybe going a little bit darker, so this is actually a nice one. So that is 34, and then we've got 31. And 31 is a lipstick as well. I've already got 2 lipsticks in, so we're not going to go with that. So 23. 23 is one of those Catrice lip polishes that I have. This is PINKpossible, which works for me, so I'm going to grab that one as well as the other 2 products, and then I will be back. Okay, I'm back. Let's take a look at the products that I'm rolling in. It's nice because these are not all the same ones that I have kept rolling in over and over. This is my MAC Beauty Powder. I'm kind of categorizing this in the blush category because it's not really a powder I would use all over my face, I think. If you guys have any like knowledge about these beauty powders and know of other ways to use these in a way that seems to make sense for this type of color, let me know. But I'm using it as a blush. It's not overly pigmented because it is a beauty powder, so I need a bit more of it, but that is fine. I can do 10 uses of this one. It's a really nice color, maybe not a, like overly wintry color, but yeah, and of course I've still got Chantilly to work on as well, so we'll see, but I'm hoping to at least get like 1 or 2 uses on this one. This is the Alpha Girl beauty powder, and this was from like a flowery collection. I have a MAC lip gloss from that one as well, so that is that one. Then the Catrice Bloody Red lipstick. This was from a Revoltaire collection, I think it was, also a limited edition. This packaging feels way more like expensive than the usual. It's a little bit heavier for some reason, but yeah, Bloody Red. It's a vampy red shade, which I'm kind of looking forward to using this a couple of times over the next month. And I know I'm not going to be able to finish this one off anyway at the end of this year, so I think I'm okay with playing around a little bit more. And then we have PINKpossible. This is Catrice lip polish that I've decanted in here because the doe food broke off. There isn't loads in here. I still have like the original packaging as well because I felt like I didn't get as much out of this one as the other one, so I wasn't sure whether it was actually empty. Once I finish this off completely, I might try to decant and see if there's anything more left in there. But I haven't finished it off yet. It's not going to happen in the next 10 uses. But this is called a lip polish, so I kind of had it in my liquid lipstick collection, like part of my collection. But since I've been using it a couple of times, I feel like this is more of like a stainy lip gloss than it would be a liquid lipstick or anything of the sorts. So I would use this as a lip gloss more so on top of other things, which means that I can use this quite easily. So I might have the 10 uses on this one already by next month. I don't think it will be interfering too much with other things that I'm trying to do, since the lip gloss that I'm trying to focus on is definitely getting there. So I feel confident enough that I can get 10 uses on this one and still make enough progress on my like regular lip gloss to be able to finish it off by the end of the year. But yeah, okay. Let's talk goals for next time. I'm hoping for both of my lip balms to finish off about half of what's left in here, so I can finish them off by the end of the year. Another 5 uses on this one at the very least. Hoping to hit pan on that in the next 2 updates as well. Consistent uses on this one as always. And then definitely about 10 uses or so on this one, if not more, now that we're not dividing attention as specifically anymore with other projects. Let's see, I definitely want to use this once or twice because I have not touched it at all over the last month, but I do really want to focus in on my palette as well, so there's a bit of everything going on here. I might be able to hit the 10 uses on this guy. And for the blushes, I think I'm just going to play around with them a little bit. I'm not expecting either one to roll out next time because I still need 8 or 7 uses on this one as well, so probably not going to happen. And this is also just going to be fun to play around with. So I think I've basically just touched everything now. For next year, anybody that is still watching at this point, I'm kind of thinking about whether I want to keep doing this project. So let me know what you guys think as well. Like, do you still like watching this one? I feel like, because everything outside of my eyeshadows, I don't have that many products. I just have a lot of blushes and a lot of eyeshadows, and I'm trying to like actively focus on a few things. And I feel like sometimes the 10 uses part, as much as it was nice to play around with my collection a bit more over the last 2 years, it's taking my attention away from things a little bit. So I'm thinking about possibly taking this project out of the rotation and going for the deck of panning project next year, since like there is a bit of randomization in that one with the prompts, but you can be a bit creative and still actually decide what the actual product is going to be, so it might be able to fit in a bit better with what you're trying to do. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about, if Emily is indeed planning to redo the deck of panning next year as well, which I'm not too sure about yet. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. What do you like watching? Is there any other projects that maybe I'm not doing yet that you guys really like watching that could be a good replacement as well if I decide to stop with this one? Yeah, that's all. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye!